I think that's they have much more opportunity, especially if they're just home alone all day. And I think that it comes a lot from that. And especially, I wouldn't say everyone that lives in our town cheats on their husband, but, people in, rich towns with, a lot of, the Real Housewives kind of people that just have a lot of money and just, sit at home and stuff.
And then, off what you said, you're saying, Real Housewives, that's a reality show. But I see your point, but I feel like that the media is making it seem like this is reality, this is what everybody is like. So do you think that this is a reflection on the general public, that everybody's going to cheat because the celebrities, the light shining on them? Or do you think that, the general public is going to cheat as much as the statistics show?
I think that represents part of the general public, whether they're wealthy or not. Some people do cheat, but I think the media has the potential to heighten that and make it seem more prevalent than it is, and I think that there's a dangerous potential in that. Because then people are going to see that as more acceptable, and it really shouldn't be.
Is adultery ever justifiable? Nikki, you think it is?
Well, I don't think it's justifiable, but I watch Grey's Anatomy and yeah, okay. So basically, Derek was absent and Addison cheated and that was unacceptable. So then he left, but then he was with Meredith. I know, sorry if no one watches Grey's, it doesn't make sense. But it was justifiable for him to be with Meredith at that point because she cheated on him. So even though they weren't over that, it's justifiable.
Tom?
I think it really depends on what you believe in. What one person thinks can be justifiable, another person can think is okay. So it really depends on what that one person believes in.
What do you think? Do you think that's justifiable?
Personally, I don't think it's justifiable. But there could be someone who is fine with it and thinks that it's okay.
I was looking at Courtney.
Well, I just think it's very with that personal couple. Because it may not be justifiable, but it's not you hear cheating and the first thing you think is divorce or breaking up. But there are situations between couples where you work it out or whatnot, and everyone's different, and you don't know the situation behind the actual cheating of it.
But do you ever feel even if they do reconcile, that it's ever going to be the same after they cheat? Does anybody watch House in here at all? House, one of the Tao cheated on his wife, and so throughout the season they've been showing that she still finds it unacceptable, and now she's kind of emotionally cheating, and so that balance. I was wondering, Emily.
I personally think that if you were to cheat on your your special person, that things. I don't think the relationship will ever be the same because that person will always have it in the back of their head they did betray me. They did do that. It's bad. I think things might be good again, but I don't think you'll ever get over it.
Rebecca?
I'm not saying that cheating is good, but there are situations that couples have worked out situations they stay together, but they still have other people. I'm thinking of Friends. I don't know if you've seen it, but Joey's dad has a relationship with another woman for 20 years, and the wife knows about it and is is okay with it.
So an open relationship, basically.
Yeah.
An open marriage. So would an open marriage be considered that as cheating at all? You think?
Depends on the
The other
consensual.
person about it.
Well, by definition,
I think cheating is cheating, no matter if it's emotional or physical or
But if it's consensual, is it really cheating? How you're saying open marriage?
I know, but at some point, isn't one of the people going to change their opinion? They may want to be exclusive now. They're I'm married. I should feel I have rights to them. But then that changes the agreement.
If that changes, then it would be cheating, I guess, if one person isn't happy with it.
And I hate to bring it back to the Scarlet Letter, but according to Hawthorne, Esther, it's not okay that she cheated. However, we see that there are many sins that are greater, and the reason why she did it. Secondly, I had another point based on what you were saying, Aria, and I don't remember what it was. Sorry, if I think of. I think the message is that it's between the two people. So let's say rumors are going around that two people you know are having an open marriage, parents, friends, or whatever, like, I think the message that we learned from the Scarlet Letter is that we shouldn't talk about them or judge them and just kind of leave it to their own entity, the two of them. Again, it's that, why is it our business, I guess, at that point?
And so, well, like kind of off of what you said, I thought of some questions that I was going to talk about. And then what we were saying, like, does the media portray the message that the Hollywood norm is for men or women to cheat? What's the message that the media is trying to portray, basically? Any thoughts, Tom?
I don't think there's any message that we're trying to portray. I think they just want to put stuff out there that people want to read about. You know, people want to read about these sex scandals because it's interesting.
Like with Tom, like I think people just want to like read about like people's like problems about like how they're having marriage troubles because they want to like make the superstars like they can like come down to like regular people level. They want to see that they have like actual like issues and things like that that regular people have. Which I think there's nobody cares.
Unfortunately, I think it all goes back to like money and how like the media's job is to like hear what you say, make you say the most ridiculous thing, and in some cases even like bend it so they can tell it to like people like us, and we can read it and we want to read more of what they're writing. Just like Tiger Woods' job is to play golf, and so I think like it all goes back to money. Like they want to make the most money, they want to feed you the most ridiculous things. And I saw on your last slide it said men who have more money are more likely to cheat or something, which again is interesting because it goes back to money. Like if you have more money, I'm like the king of the world. I can do whatever I want because I have more money.
So you're saying that the media basically is all about the money?
Well, yeah. So like everything is like that.
Rachel?
About the media, my cousin was on a reality TV show, and I was talking to her about it, and the media, like, the producer would, like, make her say things that she wouldn't normally say because they're looking for a certain reaction from the people, from the public. So I think that that's what they're doing with, like, everything, all the magazines, all the TV shows, because they're searching for something so specific from the public, and they want to, like, feed off of it.
Ross, did you want to say something? Tom?
Also, I think that a lot of what the media like talks about is kind of stretched out and like twisted. Like they use their words or like their lives to mold them into like a creative story that they want. Like if you ever seen on SNL, they have that one skit where like they give like this really weird interview and then they make it look like they ask the person normal question and the person looks like an idiot. Like I think the media does a lot of that just to again make things more interesting.
Who's in that skit?
They do it like
They did Taylor Swift and
they did Scarlett Johansson was the most recent one.
It's really fun.
I teach satire, so that might be a good thing for us to look at. Thank you.
Brittany, will you raise your hand? Oh, okay. Then one of my biggest questions I thought is, who is more irresponsible, the media or the people that are actually cheating? Because the media is shining a light on the people, but they're still doing the action. So do you think that they have joint responsibility? Siobhan?
I think it's like the media's fault because that's like a private matter that's between like a couple. Like that shouldn't be in the public eye. That's not like anyone else's business except for couples.
What about the celebrities? Like they are in the public eye, so it's kind of like their lives are on display.
I guess they should be like aware of that, but it's still like I don't think that part of their even if their public life is in the public eye, like I don't think like that specific part, if they do cheat, should be, because that's not between them now.
Okay.
Like I said before, I think like cheating is cheating. If you're the cheater, it's your fault. You're responsible for it. I don't know if I'm being too harsh, but like it's the media. It's not the media's fault. The media's capturing what's actually happened. You're the one who's responsible for the action.
Mitchell?
I agree with Perry. I think that obviously it's not good what the media seems to be doing, but you are the one who cheated, and that it all goes back to you. So, like, if you see something on the news, do you say, "Oh, I can't believe the media did that," or do you say, "Oh, I can't believe he cheated"? You say, "I can't believe he cheated." So I think it all goes back to that, even though the media isn't being very fair.
Amanda, Rebecca,
I think that it's more the cheaters that are responsible because the media is basically like doing their job type of thing to like
go in and like, especially if it's like a celebrity, like they're doing their job to report on the celebrities, which is what the people want to hear. So I definitely think that the cheaters are more responsible, because obviously if they hadn't done it, it would be a big deal with the media.
Off of what you said, like where do the lines blur between like ethical, like journalistic, like ethics basically, where they're not like, you know, can I report this? Should I report this? Like where is that line crossed basically?
I think that like sometimes it is crossed with this type of thing, especially with like Tiger Woods, for example. But at the same time, as we said before, it's what the people want to hear, and that's the media's goal, to capture people's attention.
Well, I think that like a lot of people like act a certain way in front of other people. Like I act differently like around like my parents and like around my friends. Like I kind of feel like someone like who's in the spotlight they are fully aware that what they do will be reflected towards the public, and if they're gonna do something like in that manner, then like they shouldn't, then like it's gonna, like people are gonna know, and like it's completely their fault.
So it's on that basis, I was saying.
Like along with the ethics thing, I was thinking like recently in the news, the whole WikiLeaks thing about how they're releasing all these like confidential documents and things like that are actually like some of them like are risking like WikiLeaks take on is that they're making the government more transparent. And I think the line with like what ethics lie is kind of blurred, because at the same time like I was reading some like the documents and like they're actually like some of them like are pretty like useful, like people should I guess know about what's going on. But at the same time, if you're risking lives, I don't think you should be doing it. Because like I saw one of the main guys at WikiLeaks, he gave a talk like a couple months ago, and I went to it, and then he was talking about like, and his point of view was that like the government should be open, and if they weren't going to be open, then WikiLeaks was going to open the government for people. So I guess that's kind of an admirable goal to like try to see like the actual truth. Otherwise, you're just hiding it, you know.
Well, I guess going back to like the cheaters and the media thing, like I feel like in a perfect world, like people should all like mind their own business and stuff. But like human nature doesn't really work that way though. Like you're still responsible for your actions if you live in society. You have neighbors and people like meet, you know, like people are seeing you, especially as a celebrity in the public eye. Like you're responsible for your actions and people are gonna find out. So it's ultimately your fault.
Does anybody want to respond to any of the other questions I have at all? Okay, well, thank you for listening to my presentation.